Peace people, I am 30 and welcome back to Return of Caesar here in Crusader Kings III, playing as the Roman Empire and playing as Gaius Julius Caesar. The infirm scholar, which although being infirm is in very good health at the same time, while being 81 years old, and currently trying to take some things in modern day. This might be... Let me see if I can find this. It's like Iraq is here. Then we have Saudi Arabia. We also have like Dubai. Maybe I'm not that good at the Middle East when it comes to geography, I have to admit. So you have to live with me. But we're currently trying to take these things as well as these things down in modern day Yemen, which is something that I actually do recognize. This is Yemen and this is Oman, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to be good at geography, but you're not always able to. That's like the thing. You're not always able to. I used to be really good at geography when I was younger. It's something that I kinda lost with age. Which not that I have lost it per se, is that I haven't been able to train. You always need to exercise your knowledge, otherwise you're just gonna forget about it, you know? And I think that's the thing when it comes to geography, that I'm forgetting about it because I haven't done it in a while. Okay, we won that one. That's great. Thank you. Let's go, and he is not fighting us anymore. I'm just gonna go and take this guy down then. And then we're gonna go for the Abbasids, which are actually going kinda badly right now. That's something to keep in mind. It's not going particularly good. Antonius, we are related somehow. You can get this. Oh, it's actually 3 counties. Good. Marcellus and Al-Katif goes to Constantinus. And all of this, I think, should belong to... not Egypt, it should belong to Arabia. Because this all is in Arabia in the game. So I think that makes the most sense. Also, this guy, did we actually select him? Yes, we did. And this dude. Pardon me. So that's a good thing. Now we're gonna go and siege him down, and then we're gonna go and siege down these 2 people. And then we're basically gonna be done with everyone except this guy, which we're gonna take away eventually. Now we're done with everyone in this area of the world, which is good, meaning I can focus on Africa, the rest of Europe, and Asia, which is a good thing. This is actually Europe as well. Where is the Ural Mountains in game? That's something that I would be very much inclined to know. I think it might be here, the Ural Mountains. So this is actually the border for Europe. I think I might actually be entirely wrong. It might be more in this direction. Might be here, actually, rather. I think this might be the Ural Mountains. Like north of the Caucasus, which is here. So I think this is actually the Ural Mountains, and this is another mountain range. So it might be here. Yeah, this is impassable terrain, so I think this is actually the Ural Mountains that goes here. So this is the border of Europe, so we do not actually control the entirety of Europe yet. We need these things first, and also those smaller guys here, but we almost control the entirety of that. And we almost control the entirety of the Middle East as well. So that's a good thing. We control Asia Minor at least, that's something. Yeah, we can absolutely befriend the King of Italy. And I'm gonna extort people and get money because I'm just a nasty person. And I would love this guy to have this name, and I'm gonna be not... yeah, I'm gonna be educating him myself. Actually, I'm gonna send him to university. I'm 81. I might be able to die soon, but my learning is still good. I'm a genius. I think I'm gonna be able to do this in a decent enough way. I actually need a coefficient. I need a coefficient. Right. Should go to someone that's unlanded, preferably. So, preferably not that old either. You are the guy that I'm gonna play as eventually. You being a physician would not be a bad thing, though. I could just fire him down the line when playing as my son. Because him being a physician is actually good for him surviving, among other things. Give me the maximum amount of money, please. Thank you. That a wild person. Some people got inducted into being witches. That's a good thing. I like it. And we're gonna win this thing in just a few moments, and then we can go for the opposites again. And the supply here is actually dreadful. Wait, who is Tiberius? He is unimportant. I could learn about the subject if I was actually better. I was gonna torture people. Someone murdered someone. Well, that's fine. You can murder whatever you want to, as long as they're not related to me. It's fine. I am not the one that... I'm not going to be talking about it, because if we look at my... I think my record when it comes to killing people is kinda... It's actually kinda decent. We have only murdered 2 people. Oh. I feel like we have actually fallen behind. We used to be a terrible person, used to murder everyone. And I feel like I've become too nice in my old age and really should start doing some stuff, like killing people. I'm actually being disappointed in myself with only having murdered that few people. It's terrible. It's not what it's not up to my standards. My high standards of the amount of people that you should murder, you know? This is Crusader Kings 3, for Christ's sake, you should murder people. It's basically in the job description in playing this game that you should murder people. I'll give him this guy as well, because apparently he is actually a vassal of mine. Me getting less below my vassal limit, trying to at least, is a good thing for those things, because I have too many vassals and people are not particularly happy about it. Do not. Hopefully this guy can move a bit quicker. Okay, my son could have a guardian. I would like a good one, preferably. My daughter is a splitting image of her grandmother. Just she is reincarnated and shrewd. I wish that could happen to the people that I'm playing as. That has never happened. It's happened to all of these other people, but I would love that myself. If I could get those things going for us. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, sure. Easy way to lose stress. And potentially kill my grandchildren by a terrible accident, but I would prefer for that not to happen. Hopefully it's not gonna happen. I actually really enjoy this music. I think I said it many times before, but it's really joyful. And that's something that I like. Yes, I do. It almost feels like if you ever played Lord of the Rings online, I don't know if you had, I used to play it a lot when I was younger. This music really fits into the theme of that game. It's a game which really has a lot of good music, and this reminds me of that. In many ways. Medieval music. I like medieval music, I guess. I guess I do. Okay, my children has returned, that's good. Right, and that made him lose his taken war score, so that's a great thing. I mean, we're not gonna lose this war, thankfully. This guy is losing a war though. That's not a terrible thing. He's inside my realms. If he takes that, that's fine. It's entirely fine by me. I don't really care. Go for it, please. I wouldn't mind at all, whatsoever. What I'm gonna do though is siege down the Abbasid, because I don't think that my vassals are gonna do that for me though. How long will this take? I will not investigate this myself. I'm just gonna confront her. I don't care if she doesn't like me. It's fine. Yeah, it was invalidated, but we actually gained the place, so that's the main thing that I'm really happy for. Okay, who should you marry? You are of my family, but you are not really going with the names of our family, to be fair. But I think that's fine. We've been at the starve again. That's not really a particularly good thing. But I think what I'm gonna do though is just gonna get her and try and siege this down and win it that way. They're not strong enough to kill me, so I don't think we're gonna lose anyway, even if we starve to death. with my men-at-arms. So I think it's gonna be okay. I hate stalling in this game though. We gained yet another learning perk. This one is really good. Learn on the job. Having those extra perks from your council. It's a great thing for you. It's not really that it's gonna change much because I'm infirm, I'm an old man. And I don't really need those extra perk points because I have all of the men I need and I have all of the money I need. And people actually like me because I'm constantly at war, which is something that they do particularly enjoy. And now we won yet another one. So that's a great thing. And the Abbasids are almost entirely gone. They only have these extra 3 counties, which we're gonna try and take eventually. And we could try and speed it up also by killing the dude. So Arabia, you're gonna get these people, please. Still think that the mecha guy is actually stronger than you are. Yeah, he is. Hopefully he likes you. Otherwise, you're gonna have some issues. Where is his capital? I think it's up here. Yeah, it actually is. He's up here. Interesting. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and kill the Abbasid Caliph. If I can. Okay, she's in my jail. I'm gonna ransom her back. He used to have some... I think that's actually the wrong one. She can have some fun before I kill her. Kill him, rather. Gonna do this again. Get some stress, but we're gonna get some development growth from it. Okay, so we probably need to bribe someone, which I'm absolutely gonna do. Just a few people, because I can. And then, where next to? That is the good question. It's a really good one. Where's the next place that we're gonna try and take? I guess I would like to take Ethiopia. And Ethiopia, Djibouti, Somalia, which other countries are down here? Djibouti is a small one. We have Ethiopia, of course, which is the main one. Here somewhere. I think it's like here. And then we have Somalia, like this. Somaliland. Man, Africa is difficult. I wonder if there's any Africans watching. I should know this because I can actually see where you come from when watching these statistics, but I don't actually know every place that people come from. Because there's actually a lot of people watching from different places, very diverse places. Although most of you are actually Americans, like 30% of you. Which is actually kind of interesting. There's a lot of Americans watching this game. I think there's a lot of Americans watching YouTube, like generally. There's a lot of Americans watching. Right. I would like to have befriend so I can take kingdoms in one go. But I think that's something that I'm gonna have to go for with this guy. If he stays alive, of course. It all depends on when I'm going to die as well. I'm still feeling fine. Because as long as I cannot befriend people, I have to go for the normal CBs against people. And that actually takes a time. I could seize all the your lands, but that's not a lot. So I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm gonna go for a holy war. It's actually the cheapest one. For that place. I'm also gonna try and attack this woman. And I'm gonna try and take... Yeah, the biggest... They're both really big. Oh, there's actually 3 of them. I'm gonna take this first one. In Sri Lanka. I'm also gonna try and take the Maldives. It's only a county, so that's fine. Is there anyone else here down here that I could attack preferably? No. You though? No. Right. Could I attack Malva? I could. Great. So what would I like to take from you? That is the most important question, I guess. Only 2 counties. That's a lot better. I'm gonna start off by taking down this guy. They're gonna move down. Probably using the water to transport myself a bit quicker. Hopefully we will not die immediately by him raising like gazillion holy orders. Why are you already wounded, my boy? You're a bit too young for that to be the case. She's a dwarf, it's fine. She's Amazonian. That's the main thing. And she's a genius and all of these other things that's really good. Which I really, really do enjoy having in my family. So I think that's fine. Right. Man, I really wish there was like an I miss being able to raise my man-at-arms like in 1 second. It was a cheat code, I know. But man, I miss being able to just take people down using only my man-at-arms. Nothing else. Just raising them and blitzing people. And not being able to do so is just... It's obnoxious, as they said there. It's annoying, rather. It's an annoyance more than a problem, really. But it's a big annoyance. I understand why they did it, though. It was an easy way to exploit the game. By teleporting them across the map to deal with people. And that's not something that you should be able to do, but we all did do it and use it, and we all enjoyed it very much, I think. What are you doing, man? Don't I have a supply guy anywhere, please? There should be at least one, right? Somewhere. Apparently there isn't. Yeah, there is one. He's really bad, though. It's better than nothing, I guess. Trying to offset that supply penalty from being above the supply limit. Which I really am, by a lot. Because I have like 74,000 people being raised here in a place which only has a supply of 7,000 rather. Not 71. I promise that I can count. Although it's difficult to believe I can actually count. I'm very much capable of counting. I promise. I capture his ass. I'm not gonna ransom anyone because I don't wanna try and by mistake get rid of that 25% extra war score. This is him himself. I might actually capture him. We didn't, but we managed to win just by defeating his troops, so that's great. And now I would love to get down here somehow. That'll take some time, as we can see, because we have to walk down there apparently. Well, that is apparently the quickest way to do it, while I grant these things to people. There's a lot of people to grant things to. That's not the thing that I wanted to select. I want to select this place. I'm gonna give it to this guy. And I'm gonna grant this thing to... he's a princeps. That's fine. Oh, someone's actually been able to solidify this area for once. I feel like Delhi has been in a lot of mess over the last few years. It's been a big issue for him. Yes, it has. I think I could go on a feast. Yes, I could. Which is great. And someone else created the Cadif branch. I don't know if I like that or not, but they're still part of my family. Like, when you think about it like that, I guess it's not the worst thing. Them creating Cadif branches. But I would like to be able to control my family myself. Talk about my family. How far away are we from next legacy? We're actually pretty close. So how is the legacies looking? What would I like to take? That's the thing. I don't know. I actually don't know. Ooh, pardon me. It's not like I need... Most of these things is not something that I need. Fertility, it's not like I need more people of my family. That's a good one. Like disease resistance, that's a really good one. And this one would be a good one too. So I guess like going down kin could be a good thing to do. I feel like I should have done that much earlier than I actually did. But I didn't think it through. I'm not gonna ransom people because I don't want to... Oh, now actually I can do that because we won that war. Right. I can ransom people. Fine. Kill the guys. We can attack him again and take him down. He didn't die. Kill him. Try and kill him again. Please. As my guests depart, I am trying to kill some Indian guys. Which is a horrible thing to say, but that's basically what I'm doing right now. And hopefully we can capture him. Or hopefully we can catch him, rather. And capture him at the same time. That would be a really good thing. I would not like to die. He's on a baron. If he has a hook on me, that's not the end of the world, you know. Oh, he's actually the king himself. He looks really young, though. He looks really young. And we didn't capture him. That's bad. Fine. How old are you, man? 17. You look like you're 10. You should be leading an army. You should be in kindergarten. Basically. Okay, we have to go this way. I see. Go here first. Siege that down and then go for the capital. And then we go for Sri Lanka. And also the Maldives. Or Maldives, or however you pronounce it. But you're actually the same. And you're blonde. We're gonna go for that guy instead. So you can be called Crassus. It's a decent enough name. Although he did get beat by the Persians, I guess. Which is not a great thing to have in your resume. And have in your likeness when it comes to names, I guess, but you need to be named something, you know, so you might as well be a well-known figure from history. Instead of just being nothing. So some people lack guardians. My grandson can do it, and my son could be done by my niece. When I say done by, I don't mean in any way any improper behavior. But we have a habit of sleeping within the family, in this family, so I guess people would not be too much... They would be kind of inclined to think so, that we meet something else, but I feel like not sleeping with minors is not a good thing to do, though. Even to be secretary. It's a very bad thing, actually. A really bad thing. So don't do it. And I feel like I don't even have to say it. I think you understand it anyway. Hopefully this will be enough to win this thing. Okay, he became my court chaplain. That's not something that I cannot, actually, because I cannot change it. I think he actually wasted that hook on trying to become something that I cannot change. That's good. I like it. We're gonna win in just a few days. Hopefully we don't have to fight him, because I see no reason to. For being gay, he's actually making a lot of babies. Like, seriously, come on. He's making a lot of babies for being gay. And that's not a dwarf, so that's a good thing as well. But what's also good is that I'm going to take a break here, guys. Make sure to like this video if you have enjoyed. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And leave a comment down below if there's something that you want to talk about. But thanks for watching. See you soon. Take care.